Welcome to yet another episode of Tech Talk powered by Dormakaba, where we dive into innovations and aesthetics of design. And today we are fortunate to converse with East India's one of the most celebrated architect Vivek Singh Rathore, who believes in simple living and high thinking, and it reflects in his projects, in his design philosophy as well. Vivek, yours is a multidisciplinary firm. You do architecture, you do landscape, you do environmental planning. Yeah. So how do you marry all these verticals of design together?
Multidisciplinary, the word itself, it sounds like diverse India. And there's a fun about diversity and there's an immunity about diversity. So what happens is when I say multidisciplinary, or I mean that I have an economist talking to me, an artist exchanging with a finance guy. So when we talk all this stuff and we mix the various domains of design, we kind of upgrade our design immunity. Because India being diverse, we have learned through the time that when we learn from one discipline, we learn a lot more to take. A fashion design can teach a lot more in interior design, and a graphic designer can inspire compositions in architecture. So they're all interconnected, and that's the real juice of design. So if you ask me, we energize ourselves because we do multiple domains.
Oh, that's lovely.
Each one is juicing up. Thank you.
And you work closely with so many developers. How do you ensure these developers make money?
It shouldn't be told as a little secret, but we tell them, build less and we'll give you more value. And he says, what rubbish is this? And FAR is what we need. So he says, let's render a 10% FAR less in such a manner that you get a higher value. Tell me, who wants to live in an overbuilt environment? So, we don't compromise on FAR. The idea is not to compromise on FAR, but the idea is how we multiply the value in reality. And believe me, there are only two ways to multiply this value. Think about ecology and think about us, people. Nothing. You should not think. And the moment you start thinking, sometimes you think about only yourself. Of course, in a larger thing, if you start thinking very sensitive about yourself, sustainability, you will include the nature as well. But if you start thinking the sequence of planet, people, performance, and profit in this sequence, you make more profit if you make a sensible, sustainable design for a planet.
So this comes from your philosophy of sattvic living, I guess.
Yes. If the world has taught us less is more, then why make more and take away the value? So how do you add value? You can build what is optimal. Balance. The word is where we try to negotiate, create balance, but within whatever we create, you multiply a lot of values. You increase the values. Perception of reality is changed. People find that they want a better value stuff. Actually, it is that better value stuff. If it less pollutes your house, anything that you got to your house, it less pollutes your house. What you touch and feel is not toxic. If you open a window and you get fresh air loaded with phytoncides from the plants, positive vibes, where do you look for? So we want to, when your window opens, you don't just get a view, you get a vibe, which is positive. You get good air, you get good view, obviously, but you also get daylight, ventilation, and all that start defining. So what is the value in every small square feet? That multiplies it by 10 times.
How much role does technology play? And with technology changing very rapidly nowadays, what do you think is future of design in coming 10 years?
Oh, technology plays a lot of role. See, technology, people think that a good design, human design is technology aversive. No, it's technology inclusive. One should always have, technology helps us to resolve a function.
Yeah.
So that's it. Use it. It's a great tool to have technology in your design. All of our designs do not abstain from technology. We include technology, we include all the other things, we multiply it, and that's the reason we get 10x of value. So you cannot give a 10x value, but see, simple things. There are so many functions changing all around, layering of functions. To solve them, you have to use technology. See, we're using technology.
Yeah, true.
It's getting recorded. It's going to maybe even if one person understands it, shares it with someone, or when you go to asking the questions, it's technology. It's making sense. Otherwise, we would have called people and discuss it out and whatever. We are just meeting, discussing it out. Yeah.
Correct.
So I think smallest or biggest technology, and architect today or a designer today should be abreast in technology. We should be tech positive. So if you can use one of our 10 principles that we follow, one principle is technology positive.
Technology positive. Yeah.
Don't be criticism or there's nothing criticism about it. One should know it and know how to use it.
Sweet.
You have a powerful horse.
Yes.
What do? You don't want to ride it because you fear of falling down, or rather have it, tame it, learn to ride it, and then win the war or win the battle or win a race.
So true. So true. Vivek, there is one this Dormakaba is one of the brands which is technologically driven, and I guess you have worked a lot with them. How was your experience working with Dormakaba as a product?
Their innovation quotient is high, and I think reliability is high. The big word that means, if you ask me why would I prescribe them, the one will say it's reliable. So you want to rely upon product or technology. Because of so many other factors, obviously we don't talk at this point, but the idea is that in one word, you want to continue. You can prescribe once, but you want to continue with someone reliable, both in terms of service, in terms of innovation quotient, improvement, and specifications. They are studying the market, they're improving, and the specifications is something which is, of course, they're various products for the different markets, resilient. And I think we need to also, we still enjoy technologically, what I'll say, it should have its technology life. And when you really sieve out, instead of putting 10, put a one which is robust. One system which is robust. So system integration, user interface, a lot of stuff comes when you have technology. I find them working on them and simplifying. So they simplify interface systems, etc. And that's what makes me quite reliable.
Super. Thank you so much, Vivek. This was a very candid conversation with architect Vivek Rathore. Keep tuned in for more such candid conversations for Tech Talk.